Thursday, September 25th, and we have a great divisional matchup for Thursday night football. In the NFL, we have the Seattle Seahawks traveling down to Arizona and going up against division rival, the Arizona Cardinals. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you my 4 favorite player props for that game, along with a sportsbook play, the under, the over, who's going to win, who's going to lose. We're going to talk all about this game in this video. Tons of data, tons of insight. Make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to make some money.
Dropping game daily, no charge, no fee. Stacking up dubs like it's all on me. Bell keep ringing, whole squad stay lit. Sub to the channel, don't you dare miss it.
And we are going to waste no time. We're going to dive right into the sportsbook play. But before we do, I need a little bit of something from you. It's absolutely free, and it's a great way to support the channel. Make sure you're smashing that like button for me. It helps tremendously. And not only that, it'll push this video out in the algorithm. I want this video on everybody's YouTube homepage because I want everybody cashing with us on Thursday night football. And if you're new here or if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. I drop these every single day, never missing a beat, cashing out in enormous fashion. So make sure you're subscribed so you do not miss a free play drop. And the single most important thing that you can do, go down to the description, visit my buddy Stan. He's a great guy. He'll hook you up with everything that you need. There's tons of app promotions in there where you can get free money. And on top of that, there's a link to get free picks every single day sent out to you right to your phone on top of a great Discord community. So go visit my buddy Stan down below. He'll hook you up. I'm sure you guys will get along tremendously. Now, let's talk about Thursday night football. Before we do that, I got one more little thing that we need to discuss. A free $100. I'm not even making that up. It's the best promotion on the market. Sign up with code FFAPE on Onyx. In all of these purple states, this sportsbook is legal. So if you live in a state like California where you can't even get a sportsbook, you can't even take money lines, you don't even care about this portion of the video, I'm telling you, you can get a sportsbook. You can lock in these plays, and you can cash out with us. Use code FFAPE. Get your free $100 when you deposit 10. And on top of that, little cherry on top, I am going to give you a free 2 weeks of VIP picks, which is a great value because right now we are absolutely cooking in the MLB, and it's the best time of the year to sports bet because now the MLB games matter. Football's in full effect. So go use that code FFAPE over there on Onyx. Get your free $100. Get your free 2 weeks of premium and lock in these plays. And you can start off by locking in this play. This is what we have in store for Thursday night football. We have Seattle. We have the Cardinals. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? What's the under looking like? What's the over looking like? Well, this is exactly what I think is going to happen. Normally, in this situation, on a short week, I would take the home division rival 9 times out of 10. I'm telling you, this is the 10th time, though. I really think the wrong team was favored, and so did Vegas, because the opening lines had Seattle here at plus 100. Now, they are the favorite on the road, and I couldn't agree more. I'm backing Seattle on the money line. I think this could go even further if Seattle maybe minus a 3.5. I think the Seattle injury report, it looks very, very promising. The Cardinals are banged up on the back end. Seattle's defense is only getting healthier. I'm not a huge fan of Kyler Murray. I don't think he can get it done. Marvin Harrison Jr. looks like an afterthought, a sophomore slump, but he didn't even have that good of a rookie season. Is he a bust? Maybe. Kind of looking like it. I think he's very talented. Sometimes it can just be the situation, but he is not looking good this year at all. The main factor for the Cardinals will be Trey McBride. They got James Cook, who's banged up. So they got Trey Benson, who is a great backup as well. I just think Seattle's got the better team. Sam Darnold looked pretty sharp early. And Kenneth Walker, I think he's going to feast in this game. JSN is looking like an absolute alpha wide receiver 1. We're backing the Seattle Seahawks in this game all day long at that minus 118. I absolutely love it. I do think this is going to be a closer game, maybe a little bit of a sweat, but we're taking Seattle here on the money line. Now, under over. Now, the official free play is just Seattle minus 118, but let's talk about the under over. Let's see what we like. 43.5, 60% of the time, both of these teams have gone over this season. Now, week 1, Seattle went up against San Francisco, low scoring game. The under actually hit 17-13 under that 43.5. That was the under over in that game. And then Week 2, they played the Steelers 31-17, smashing the over, a total of 48 points. Week 3, they played the Saints 44-13 with a total of 57 points in that game, all going over. So right now they're 2 out of 3. Now let's look at the Cardinals. 20-13 against the Saints week 1, hitting that under with 33 points. Then week 2, they played the okay, I guess, because they just won last week, but they're still not very good at all. They played the Carolina Panthers, and they won 27-22, hitting the over with 49 points. And then San Francisco, which is typically a low-scoring affair, they lost 15-16, scoring just 31 total on that line. Now, right now, you see on the screen, 43.5 is actually the underdog, I guess you could say. The favorited line in this matchup is under 43.5. I disagree. I think this game's going to go over. I think Seattle has a pretty good defense, but I think Seattle could put up a good amount of points on their own in this game. I like them for at least maybe 28 points in this game. I do think the Cardinals are still going to score some points. Like I said, I think this is going to be a close, a little bit of a sweaty one. I think that it's going to be more of a 28-21 type of game, getting us to 49. So I'm going to take that 43.5. That is the lean. If you want to lock that in, love the odds too there, -103. Everyone agrees. The public and the money is all on the over, which typically I would stay away from because when the public's on the over, I don't like it, but I follow the money. 67% of the money right now is on the over. 75% of the money is on the spread for Seattle. 82% of the money is on Seattle money line. We're following the money here, but there's really no edge there because the percentages of the bets on each game are also correlating with the money. So tread with caution there. This could be a little bit of a trap, but I don't think it is. I don't believe that the NFL is rigged. Give me Seattle all day long on the money line. I also love that over if you want to take it straight or pair them together for a +239. But the official free play for this video is just Seattle straight up to win the game. I absolutely love those odds. Now, let's get into the player props that we absolutely love for Thursday night football. Before we do that, I can't really do a recap because everything's still pretty much live, or the Astros, they just started this game, but we did have the Astros, and right now we don't know what's going to happen in that game, but all of our other VIP plays look very, very promising. Nico Horner got a hit. The Mariners are up 5-0, so hopefully that one cashes. We got the Cubs, who are currently winning 10-2 in the 6th. We love them. I didn't see them losing 2 in a row to the Mets. I think they get it done for us. You guys are going to know when you watch this video if we won or not. I'm showing you every play that I posted in VIP. This is exactly how it's set up week in and week out. You'll get 3, maybe more, especially for football. You'll get more because there's more games that I like. I'm bigger on football. But typically, you'll get at minimum 3 sportsbook bets. 3, those are the 3 that I typically sweep on. 3-0, maybe 2-1 on certain nights. But this is exactly what you get in VIP. I'm going to show you guys, spell it out for you. Those are the VIP plays. Then we get to the correlated plays for the MLB and for the NFL. Now, this is an MLB correlated pairing. We had Kyle Schwarber by himself, had a tremendous game. I believe he got 2 home runs in that game, clearing that with ease. Aaron Judge cleared this with ease, getting home run number 50. We did lose this play because Stanton and Bellinger didn't get it done. We don't have to hit every single one of the player props. That's not how they're set up. These sportsbook plays are set up that way to cash out every single one of them. So if you do get VIP and you don't want to take the player props, you don't have to. I'm just letting you know they are absolutely tremendous. This one, I believe, is 2 out of 3 right now. We're just waiting on Josh Naylor. Let me look that up for you guys. But this is exactly how VIP is structured. We absolutely love it here. Cashing tons and tons of these plays. And we had a huge 5-man as well with the Astros. Heavy on them. They have a lot to play for. So that's how it was structured for baseball. You usually get 3-3, maybe 3-5, something like that. Football, you get a little bit more because there's just a lot more that I like in football. Now, this is what we did on Monday. Right? No, this is what we did on Tuesday. Sorry. So I'm recording this on Wednesday. I got to figure my days out. But in this game, we liked the Mets to win, but we gave them 2.5. And then we had Francis Lindor to cash. So we cashed the sportsbook play. We had the Padres +2.5 with Luis Arias. We loved Padres to win. They did just that. This play was given out live for absolutely free. So that's just another reason to get into Winnable, get in the Discord as well. I was handing out free money on Tuesday. We had the Guardians plus 2.5. We had the Reds plus 2.5. Now, full transparency, we went 2 for 1 in the sportsbook plays on Tuesday because we had the Reds to win that game. And then when we were watching it live, I realized that they just weren't getting it together. They don't deserve a playoff spot. That's what they're playing for, and they couldn't even beat a bad Pirates team with a bad pitcher on the mound. But we took them live, and we cashed out at that plus 130 payout. And then the big one, 500 to 2,400. This is what I'm talking about. We cash these player props all the time. And when we do, they're big. That's why we don't need to hit them every single day. But we do have a ton of fun cashing those out. And then I sent this out for absolutely free on Tuesday as well. When I see value, especially when it's closer to game time and the VIP plays are already posted, I send them out sometimes for absolutely free. I gave out 5 winners. We had the Guardians, who I loved in that matchup. They're playing for a spot. The Tigers are slumping right now. We had the Yankees, who got it done in the 9th. We had the Braves, the Royals, and the Mariners all cashed out. Huge winning slip on that one. So that's just what you get for free in premium. And I'm running a special right now. 90% off a week pass. So you'll get all of it, all week, what are we in, week 4 of the NFL. You'll get all week 4 of the NFL, college football Saturday as well. On top of that, you'll get MLB. And like I said, this is the best time for sports betting because I'm amazing at the MLB. And these games finally matter. There's 162 games in the year. A lot can happen. But when it's crunch time and the games matter, it's the easiest money you'll ever make. So go get 90% off with code WARRIOR on the VIP Premium Weekly Pass. Lock in with us and cash out. Now let's go over these player props that have been perfectly crafted for Thursday Night Football. And we're starting this one out with Jackson Smith-Njigba, maybe one of the best wide receivers right now in the league. He's putting up tremendous numbers. He looks absolutely amazing. I like him, honestly, up to about 100 yards in this game, 81.5. It is a higher mark, higher than most other wide receivers in the league and higher than most of his weeks because the Vegas was not onto him yet. We were, but Vegas wasn't. And now his line is set accordingly, but I still think he gets it, especially against this defense. They are 31 in the league in receiving yards allowed. And on top of that, all of this green. They let Kendrick Bourne of the San Francisco 49ers smash his over. They let Ricky Pearsall get 117 yards. Ricky Pearsall, very good wide receiver, especially when there's not a lot of weapons on that San Francisco team that's healthy. I expect JSN to have numbers similar to Ricky Pearsall. I like him for about 100 in this game. This 81 seems absolutely free. Tatoria McMillan, 100 yards as well against the Cardinals. Chris Olave, 54, but that's with Spencer Rattler as the quarterback. Not very promising in that department. But McMillan and Pearsall both topped 100 against the Cardinals, and I think JSN is better than both of them. I love him in this matchup. Think he's going to have a huge game. And like I said, this game, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be higher scoring. I think it's going to be a great matchup for Thursday Night Football. And all of that points to JSN going well over his yards here. So we're taking him for 81.5 all day long. And we're correlating him with his quarterback, Sam Darnold, who's been playing lights out lately, but he only went over 221.5, which is his line on his regular line. So we're altering it down to 209.5. He only went over 221.5 once this season. He got 218 versus the New Orleans Saints in a 44-13 blowout. This one was a 31-17 blowout against the Steelers, but he still did it. And this one was a tight, low-scoring game. I don't think that this game is going to be a tight, low-scoring game. I think it's going to be a tighter, higher-scoring game. I think it would be something like against Pittsburgh where they got 31, but I think they get about 28 in this game, like I said. And I do think that the Cardinals score maybe a touchdown or a field goal more than what the Steelers did. And like I said, the Cardinals 30th in the league in passing yards allowed. This correlates tremendously with JSN. I mean, JSN, he's going to get half of these yards for Sam Darnold. So we love Sam Darnold in this matchup. And as you can see here, Mac Jones of the 49ers threw for almost 300 yards. Bryce Young threw for over 300 yards. And then Spencer Rattler, I mean, 214, he's garbage. You probably don't even have to alt line this one if you don't want to. 21.5 is still a great bargain, but we're just going to play a little bit safe in case he gets 218 and they run the ball more than we expect them to, because I do think Kenneth Walker is going to have a big game. So we're going to knock this down just a little bit. It won't affect the payout that much. So we'll take the 11-yard bonus in our favor, and we'll lock in Sam Darnold here for over 209.5 on Thursday. And then on the Arizona side of things, I already told you, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is really struggling this year, and that sets Trey McBride up tremendously. He is the clear number one on this team. I know he's not a wide receiver, but he is a dominant force on the field for the Cardinals and a great weapon for Kyler Murray to take advantage of over the middle. On top of all of that, he's done this in 7 of his last 10. Now, he's only done this in one game this season, and it was against the Carolina Panthers in a 27-22 victory. I think that 27-22 is something similar but flipped in this game. So I could definitely see him going at it. I mean, San Francisco 49ers have a legitimate defense, so I can see why he only got 43 in that game. And then the 20-13, it was week 1. They just were playing pretty poorly. 61 yards, though, very good. I'm not alting this one down at all. I like the 64.5, especially because the Seattle Seahawks versus tight ends ranked 25th in the league versus overall where they're 19. So they really struggle against that tight end position. And Trey McBride, to me, is a top 3, without a doubt, tight end in the NFL. So I love him here for the 64.5. On top of that, they let Jawan Johnson cruise over his line of 38.5, getting 51. Pat Freiermuth at 31 when his line was 22.5. Now, I know those numbers are nowhere near the 64.5 that we need for Trey McBride, but the talent level of these tight ends are nowhere near the talent level of Trey McBride. And I know you could argue here, George Kittle, who did not hit his over of 62.5. Now, I'm not entirely certain. That might have been the game George Kittle went down. I think he went down in week 2, though. But on top of that, George Kittle, if I'm a huge fan of him, but if you don't know, he is a like every other game type of tight end, where Trey McBride does it every week nonstop. That's literally why I would draft fantasy football talk here, Trey McBride over George Kittle, even though I think in real life, George Kittle is probably a bigger factors in the game because he's a tremendous blocker. Fantasy and sports betting wise, Trey McBride's the way to go here, and we love him over 64.5 receiving yards on Thursday. Now we're locking this one in on Better. Why are we locking it in there? Because when you sign up with code FFAPE, you get a free $10 and a $200 deposit match, which is insane. These are the 2 best promos on the market. This one and Onyx, that's why I'm sharing them with you in this video. Yes, they do pay me a little bit. They slice off a little bit. They give me $20 to sign up. It's really not much. I just see that I have other apps that actually pay me more, but I'm telling you about these 2 because they are the best promos on the market, and I do truly love Better. $10, they're going to give you that for free. You can turn that into 42.5. Now, if you wanted to, you could lock in Darnold's main line of 21 or 221.5, and you can get that, and it'll be a 4.5x payout. I don't think that 0.25 is really worth taking his full line. You definitely could. We're also bumping JSN up to 99.5. I love him in this game. I think he gets over 100 yards. It's a great rocket play. I'm taking that all day long. If you want to be a little safer, take Sam Darnold's straight line and take JSN's straight line. It'll be about an even wash as far as payout goes. And another thing that you get when you sign up with code FF8, besides that $10, besides that $200 deposit match, besides a free week of VIP from me when you send the screenshot to the number below, you get a Kyler Murray free square, 0.5 passing yards. I couldn't tell you if he was going to go under or over. 212.5 set super legitimately. Seattle's defense could hold him under. I'm not a huge Kyler Murray fan. It depends on the day of the week when he's going to show up. I don't typically take him, but when it's free, it's a must. So we're hammering him a nice 4-man to cash us out on Thursday Night Football. That's what I have for you guys in this video. Thank you guys so much for your time. We will be back again tomorrow, Friday. We'll do a little MLB, maybe a little college football. I think there's a game on. We'll talk about all the games on Friday. We'll build the best play possible. We'll cash out. It's going to be a ton of fun. So I'll see you there in the next video. Let's have a day. Let's have a Thursday. This game should be tremendous. Get on over to Winnable. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for your time, and I'll see you tomorrow.